Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Agriculture is entering a new era, one where technology is empowering farmers with knowledge, precision, and smarter decision making. Today, we bring you a conversation with the SIS 2025 winners behind the development of a digital farm management portal, a platform designed to monitor maximum residue limits and antimicrobial usage in livestock. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Okay, so let's begin with knowing you first. Introduce yourself and your team members.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Bhavya Kumar Singh. I'm the team lead of Team Cattle Coders, and we are from IIT Indore.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Sashi Deshpande. I am currently the first year and in IIT Indore.
Okay, so to begin with, let's try to understand the problem that you dealt with. So, what was your problem statement?
Sir, our problem statement comes under the Ministry of Fishery, Husbandry and Dairy. Basically, it focuses on building a digital monitoring solution for AMU, that is antimicrobial usage, and ensuring compliance with MRL, that is maximum residual limit. Basically, in India, we basically depend upon the livestock for dairy and milk products. Now, now basically these are usually treated with antibiotics. After medication, there is a certain withdrawal period during which the product is unsafe for use. This leads to either unsafe products entering the market or an unnecessary financial loss for the farmers. There is a growing need for digital solution that can help that track, monitor, and manage this antimicrobial usage across livestock farms.
Okay, so you were the ones who came up with this digital solution. So, what exactly
Yes.
was that and how does it work? Please let us know.
Sir, basically, we have developed our digital platform known as Jeep Sarthi, which was a digital farm management portal where we monitor antimicrobial use and maximum residue limit. Also, we have multiple stakeholders by which, such as farmers, veterinarians, labs, and so we developed a mobile-friendly portal for them and a digital website for admins or who can see the trends and understand the trends and make policies according to them and all that.
Okay, so how does it work? I mean, can you take us to the flow of the entire portal of yours and what are elements are there and how does it, help the farmers?
Sure, sir. Starting with, we have created multiple dashboards for them, each assigned to get data for different types. For example, starting with, we have a farmer's portal where the farmer can register all the animals that they have using the ear tag scanner. Basically, every animal has a barcode in their ear when they are born and is provided by the government itself. So we are using that only to reduce the costing, of course. So we are using that, and the farmer can add that animal into his portal, and and in that portal all the animals get registered. From that, any medication given to that animal is recorded, and so instead of manual guesswork and everything, they already have all the medical history in the portal itself. Another portal we have created is for the veterinarians. The veterinarians can easily look into the farmer's profile, and in farmer's profile, and they can see the animals that need to be treated, and they provide online prescriptions which automatically gets updated, and it calculates the withdrawal period, and it notifies the farmers that they should not sell the products of that particular animal during this period.
Okay, so how does it work? I mean, you have a barcode on every animal there, which is,
Yes.
transmitted to your portal. So, what
Hmm.
all is there through that barcode that you get?
So basically, what happens is that when a farmer registers his animal on the portal, our portal already has every knowledge about the animal, like his age, his weight, and everything. According to that, the veterinarian can prescribe the medicines. Now what happens that when a veterinarian prescribes a medicine, that prescription or what type of medicine, the dosage, and everything of it is already updated in our portal. So using that, we are generating the data that how much, for example, for MRI means how much amount of medicines are being used in that particular area. So for that we're using the veterinarian's portal, which tells us that how much medicine is being used in that area using the geotag that we have included in our app and website. Apart from that, since we already have all the whole medical history of that animal, so the veterinarians already know that how much amount of antibiotics is required now, since it has already we have already given this amount. Also, we have created an ML model which automatically calculates the withdrawal period of the animal. That is the amount of time that is required before the medicine leaves its body, so that we are able to sell the milk at the correct amount of time, not before, not later.
Okay, so coming to the literacy part of it,
Yes,
so
sir.
how do you expect the farmers or train the farmers to be able to use it?
For this, we have planned camps and also Pashu Jagriti Abhiyan, mainly at the village level, where we will provide awareness to the farmers with the help of Pashu Mitra. This is also a new concept which we are coming up and which we have included in our solution. Pashu Mitra is basically a person from the village only who connects farmers, veterinarians, and with the digital portal. So the Pashu Mitra will help to organize the Pashu Jagriti Abhiyan and the camps where they will educate the farmers about vaccinations, about the antimicrobial use, and etc.
Okay, so now coming to the other end of the platform where the veterinarian has have to be there. So who are the people who have joined hands with you, and how do you want to expand that base?
So basically, for the as far as veterinarians are concerned, basically there is a vet at a that there's compulsory to have a veterinarian at a particular area. So as far as I've researched, in the radius of at least 25 to 50 kilometers, there is a vet that takes care of all the animals of that radius farm. So we are trying to connect that veterinarian to all the farmers nearby, so it is easier for the farmers as well and for the veterinarians as well, since the roles are already divided and the area is already divided. So a particular vet will have only a number of farms under it, and under that number of farms, the number of animals.
Okay, so how have these people, both the ends, reacted to this particular app, the farmers as well as the veterinarians? How have they, have they have given you any feedback, any inputs from their side?
Yes, so definitely. We have visited some of the farmers nearby, near Indore itself, and when we talked to them, actually the our solution was very helpful, since right now everything is very scattered. It is very difficult for them to manage all the animals, seeing the amount of animals they have, and it is very difficult to remember which animal is getting the antibiotic and how much they. For example, if it has 10 cows, then it's very difficult to remember that this particular that for example cow number one has 5 days of withdrawal period, cow number two has 3 days of withdrawal period left, but it's very difficult for them to manage it all with all the guesswork and all. So that's why our solution helped them to organize everything very well. Also, our solution also has a feature of video call. Most of the time, farmers complain, like when we first heard the problem, we visited, of course, the farmers, and they told us there's problems that they face very difficult that to connect to the veterinarians. They don't know who to contact, and our solution provides them different ways to contact them. For example, we have a feature of chat, we have a feature of video call, we have a feature of in which the farmer can describe what all is happening to their animal, so the veterinarian have quite a bit of idea without having the need to visit the field. Same for the veterinarians, sir, because veterinarians have to visit different farms, and instead of going there manually and checking all the animals, it was very easier for them to see through video calls and through different through our portal.
Yeah, I was about to come to that from the veterinarian point of view. So, how comfortable are they, prescribing something without actually physically seeing a cattle or an animal? So, how comfortable are they? Are they like okay with that, or they insist? I mean, unless we see the cattle or the animal physically and test or check physically, it will be not so easy for them to go ahead.
So basically, it depends upon the severity of it, because most of the infections and things can be visually, they can visually see that what is wrong with it, and they can prescribe the medicine very easily. If looking at it, that if there are 10 problems, if there are 10 infected cows, then 8 of them are the infections are easily recognizable through visuals, through video calls, and only two are, for example, only two are needed to be visited on the field. So it becomes very easier for them to, rather than go on to the field for those 10 different animals. It is easier for them to just go for two. It is not 100% reliable that they can, of course, see everything visually, but it becomes very easier to cut down to that ratio, that rather than
Okay.
they can go to two.
Okay, got your point. So, I mean, they're pretty okay with the whole idea of, remotely kind of seeing and judging a particular disease or a problem. Great. So now coming to the SIH, how was that journey? With judges, they must have had their feedback also. So what kind of
Yes.
feedback were you getting when you started, and where did it end up after, 2, 3 rounds of evaluations?
Sir, it was a wonderful journey, and all the judges, they loved our platform, and the way we explained our MVPs, our innovative ideas, and everything. They also suggested some of the features which we must include to make it a national level, admin level product, so that the persons who are managing or who are managing the trends and everything, they can also means it's feasible for them as well to monitor everything. For example, for a particular area, like for this particular state, there are this many districts, so it is easier for them to recognize the pattern.
Okay, so anything that happened during the course of the time in hackathon which actually made you change the course or made you, modification and all that stuff, did that also happen?
Yes, it happened quite a lot. Actually, we went with like our solution mainly was on about the farmers, but then but then the recommendations provided by the judges, it was really helpful, because our portal now is not just for the farmers and for stopping it, but also for monitoring as well. So it became a really, like, we added quite a good things to our project, so this became a really good scalable project
Okay,
with the help
so
of judges and everything.
right. So what do you think was your USP? Because there must have been competing teams around you. So what was your USP? What clinched the title for you?
So we feel that our USPs was, apart from the USP that we have in our project, because we covered every area from farmers to vets to chemists to admin and everyone. Also, we had this USP named Pashu Swast card, which ensured not only just monitoring, but you also ensure that we're stopping the antimicrobial usage as much as we could. Because when we talked with the other team, their main work was just monitoring it, but we were not just monitoring it, we went onto the field to even stop it and to even reduce the usage, which actually I think we feel that impressed the judges.
Okay, so these add-ons they thought were valuable, and that
Yes,
made the difference, right?
yes, sir.
So,
Okay, now coming to the future part of it. Now that you have done this work, you've created something very tangible, very useful. So how do you think you can use this knowledge of yours, use this project or the work of yours for any future developments or any future maybe even a startup kind of a thing? So do you think it can take you in some direction in that part?
As far as the personal perspective is concerned, we feel that it is more used for the government. And for the personal thing, I think so. We have learned quite a lot at the SIS through the whole journey. I mean, from starting from the research phase to making a small little prototype to building a whole big model. I think we have came a long way and we have learned quite a lot in that. So I definitely think that it's going to be very helpful in us in every perspective of our future.
Sure. So that is how it's going to be like the product that you created here can be helpful for the ministry and the farmers out there in the field. And the knowledge gained by all of this can be helpful for you to build on these gains and develop something fruitful and wonderful for your own self, for your own team, for the future. Definitely, my best wishes are with you, and I wish you all the best that you continue on this journey of success and create something even more wonderful, which helps not only you, your team, but the nation as a whole. Thank you so much for joining today, and all the best for your future journeys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. By bringing together data, technology, and on ground realities, Such innovations are empowering farmers to make better decisions and improve productivity. This work highlights how technology can bridge gaps and create meaningful impact at the grassroots level. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories of innovation that are shaping the future of our nation.